We start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and today's topic is peace in two worlds. Sefer Maalos Hamiddos 24 states, how damaging is strife? It can imperil one's very life. It was the feud between the shepherds of Abraham and shepherds of Lot that caused Lot to move away from Abraham and settle Sodom. Okay, where he almost perished along with the rest of the Sodomites. Okay, so let's read this paragraph again and try to understand. How damaging is a strife? It can imperil one's very life. It was the feud between the shepherds of Abraham and shepherds of Lot that caused Lot to move away from Abraham and settle Sodom. So the story was, just to remind us, right? The shepherds of Lot started pasturing, I think, in somebody's like private fields, right? When people are away, they cannot stay 24/7 with their fields. Of course, they go home, right, when the produce is growing, and they were pasturing their sheep. That's it's 100% stealing, right? And if I remember correctly, shepherds of Abraham rebuked them and said, "What are you doing? It's theft." Say no. Anyway, Abraham is going to. It's Hashem gave all the whole land to Abraham. Abraham is going to die. Well, listen to this, and Lot is going to inherit him. So who else? He does not have heirs, right? So we're going to get it. So it's actually Lot. Like after the fact, like Abraham already did, like right. So it's already Lot, and that's when Abraham said, "Okay, that's enough. Just let's separate. You go to the left. I go to the right. You go to right, I go to the left, wherever, right? Wherever you want, wherever you have a first choice." And Lot went to Sodom. So the thing with this choice, like if you think about deep inside, like what's going on. This Lot guy, he always wanted to live in Sodom. That was his dream, right? Even though he grew up in the house of Abraham, and Abraham was uncle, and stuff like that. But his dream was to go to Sodom, right? To live this life. That's the issue, right? So to blame on somebody else that this happened, it's actually not very fair. Okay, so continue. So one second. Abraham. Okay. So and Lot almost got perished with the Sodomites. Okay, no problem. Continue. The sages stated, Derech Eretz Zuta, chapter 9. A home is which in strife is which there is strife will ultimately be destroyed. A synagogue in which there is a strife will see the congregants dispersed and ultimately will be made desolate. Chas v'shalom. A city in which there is a strife will become place of bloodshed. Two Torah scholars in a single city, or two rabbinical courts in a single city, who feud with one another, the end will be death. Moreover, strife between rabbinical courts brings destruction to the world. For when there is a peace among the God's legions in this world, there is a peace among the heavenly legions, as it is written, who builds his upper chambers in heaven, and his union is established upon the earth. It's Amos 9:6. When his upper chambers build, when his union is established on earth, meaning when Jewish nation is united in peace. So it's a lot of things. So let's several ideas. Let's discuss all of them, right? So of course we're talking about strife and how we should avoid it. So, but let's see details. Our sages state a home in which there is a strife will ultimately be destroyed. So if meaning what if they always she insists and he insists that who is right, and every time it's always confrontation, it always gives and takes. So this home is not going to last long, and so it's constant battle. That's not our way. A synagogue in which strife will see the congregants dispersed. Meaning what? It's all like always. I don't know what is the rationale, and I never see it in books, but from what I see, somebody wants to be a gabbai. That's it. Right? So this usually it's some ignoramus, and he wants to be a gabbai, right? For he wants to decide who is being called to the Torah, right? Or he wants to be a president, even worse. I don't know which is worse, president of gabbai, right? And he wants to appoint his own rabbi because he thinks he knows better, and this rabbi is not good. Maybe he's not good, but these guys start strife. And sometimes when the other side is not Latin, so they start a new synagogue like in the same neighborhood because people have to walk on Shabbos. So that so part of the congregation goes with them, and guess what? This one is struggling and that one is struggling. So that's not good, right? And I saw that unfortunately in my neighborhood where I live, there are a few places like that almost not almost closed down. I mean that there is a kids yeshiva in there because there is a lot of space, but because of the strifes, unfortunately. And I was not like a witness of it, but that's how I understand, and about that's what I heard. What happened, unfortunately, and people they become tired of these strifes, and they just move away to different towns, different states, different neighborhoods, and it's very unfortunate, but that's what happened in several places. Okay, and ultimately will be made desolate, meaning the congregation. A city in which there is a strife will become a place of bloodshed. So when they start talking about city, I think he's talking like small city. When in a small city it was one synagogue usually. Then Hasidim started. They said the shtibels like separate. We're not with you. We're different. Okay, that's when the strife started. Okay, two scholars in a single city, or two rabbinical courts in a single city who feud with one another, their end will be death. So here's also a very interesting thing. Two courts. So if there is a big city and there is different people from different backgrounds, so it could be more than two different courts. And city where I live, I don't know how many rabbinical courts, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe more, I don't know, a lot. But are they in a few with one another? I'm not sure. I'm not following this politics, but it could be, right? But from one stream. Are they? I haven't heard like big feuds. Maybe like some disagreements, but that's it. Continue. Moreover, strides between rabbinical courts bring destruction to the world. Usually, like today, usually big rabbinical courts do not go against each other, like in open decks because of some big issues. I don't know. I haven't heard about it. Maybe, but I don't know. Okay, so destruction of the world. For when there is a peace among the God's legion in the world, there is a peace among the heavenly legions, as it is written. So, and we actually spoke about it in the past. All decrees coming from Shemayim, but they made here in this world. So based on our behavior, it is so whatever we decide here goes up, and they decide similar there, and then decree comes. So if we're good, so only good decree comes, right? So one more time, when there is a peace among the God's legions in this world, there is a peace among the heavenly legions, as it is written. So meaning if we resolved all of our issues, or a majority of them, all issues we're never going to get resolved, but at least be reasonable, right? Don't curse each other, don't anoint each other, right? Like as somebody start cursing us, so we just block that person. Very interesting. From YouTube channel. Who built his upper chambers in the heavens, and his union established upon the earth. So it's from Amos. Okay. Meaning his Hashem upper chamber built, when his union established on the earth. meaning when the Jewish nations unite in peace. So when did it happen last time? I don't know. Did it ever happen? I hope so. I don't know. Maybe when we were getting the Torah, it happened. But after that, we had, as Hashem calls our nation, stiff-necked people. So of course, it's negative connotation, but in other sense, it is actually positive connotation, because after all of the persecution, if we would be soft and soft and giving in, so we would disappear from the face of the earth, right? But because we stiff neck, so it's actually sometimes, if you use it in a positive sense, so it's actually good. Okay, but unity, it's not so common. And the people who scream about unity, some sects, Judaism, they scream about unity so much. They're the biggest liars, and the biggest hypocrites, and the biggest haters. That's from my experience. Right? Others who are very modest about unity, saying unity, they're actually more or less decent people. Very interesting.